Please video like and subscribe this channel. I always believed the worst part of space exploration would be dying alone, millions of kilometers from Earth, with only cold metal and silence as witnesses. I never imagined the worst part would be being offered a marriage by an alien queen while locked in a crystal prison beneath her palace. My name is Captain Elias Rowe, United Earth Expeditionary Force. I was part of the Aegis 7 mission, a deep space reconnaissance operation sent beyond mapped star systems to investigate anomalous energy signals. The kind of signals that usually meant ancient ruins, or powerful civilizations that didn't want to be found. The attack came without warning. One moment we were drifting near a lavender-hued planet surrounded by glowing rings, and the next, our ship was caught in a web of light threads of pure energy wrapping around the hull, slicing through shields like paper. Weapons systems failed. Engines died. Gravity shifted violently, throwing us against the walls. I woke up on a floor that wasn't metal. It was warm, smooth, almost alive beneath my palms. The air smelled faintly sweet, like rain mixed with flowers I didn't recognize. I pushed myself upright, my head pounding, my wrists bound by translucent bands that tightened when I struggled. The chamber around me was vast, its walls made of crystal veined with slow-moving light. Tall figures stood in a semicircle, their forms elegant and intimidating, tall, slender bodies covered in flowing armor that shimmered like liquid moonlight. Aliens. At their center stood a woman who radiated authority so strongly that the others seemed like shadows beside her. She was taller than the rest, her silver skin etched with faint glowing patterns, her eyes a deep violet that seemed to look through me rather than at me. "This is the human," one of the soldiers said, their voice echoing inside my skull rather than through my ears. The tall woman stepped forward. "I am Queen Veloria of the Asherari Dominion," she said calmly. "You were found trespassing within sacred space." I swallowed hard. I didn't know the system was occupied. "We meant no offense." Her gaze sharpened. "Ignorance does not erase consequence." With a simple gesture, the soldiers dragged me to my feet and marched me through endless halls of crystal and light, deeper into the heart of their world. Through towering windows, I saw a city unlike anything humanity had ever imagined, floating structures, glowing bridges, rivers of light flowing through the sky. This wasn't a primitive civilization. This was an empire. Days passed. Or maybe weeks. Time felt strange there. I was interrogated repeatedly about Earth, humanity's expansion, our military strength. They asked about war, loyalty, and sacrifice. I answered carefully, knowing one wrong word could doom not just me, but my species. Then one day, without explanation, I was taken to the throne chamber. Queen Veloria sat upon a throne carved from a single massive crystal shard. But she wasn't alone. Beside her stood another woman. She looked younger, though her posture was heavy with grief. Her armor was darker, her glowing markings dimmer, as if the light inside her had been wounded. Her eyes, soft blue rather than violet, met mine briefly before looking away. "This is my daughter," the queen said. "Princess Lyrian." I nodded respectfully, unsure why she was here. Queen Veloria studied me for a long moment, then spoke words that froze my blood. "You will not be executed," she said. "Nor imprisoned." Relief flooded me until she continued. "You will be freed, if you accept our condition." I frowned. "What condition?" She stood, her presence overwhelming. "You will marry my daughter." The room spun. What?" I blurted out before I could stop myself. A ripple of whispers spread among the court. Princess Lyrian stiffened, her face flushing faintly. "She is a widow," the queen continued evenly. "Her bondmate was lost in the recent war against the Kryn horde. Our laws demand she be bound again to strengthen alliances and ensure stability." My heart pounded. "Why me? I'm a prisoner." A human. Because, Queen Veloria said, stepping closer, you fought alone against 5 of my guards when you were captured. You did not beg. You did not surrender your honor. And my seers have shown that your presence alters the path of my daughter's fate. I laughed weakly. With respect, Your Majesty. I don't think fate asked for my opinion. Her eyes narrowed. This is not a request. Princess Lyrian finally spoke, her voice quiet but steady. Mother, she said, he should be allowed to refuse. Queen Veloria turned to her. Refusal means his execution. And Earth will be marked as hostile. The meaning was clear. My choice wasn't really a choice at all. That night, I was given a private chamber overlooking the glowing city. No chains. No guards. Just silence and the weight of destiny pressing down on me. I stared at the stars, thinking of Earth. Of freedom. Of the absurdity of my situation. I was a soldier, not a husband, certainly not to an alien princess. A soft knock interrupted my thoughts. Princess Lyrian stepped inside. I'm sorry, she said quietly. You were never meant to be dragged into our grief. I studied her face, strong, regal, yet fractured by loss. I don't blame you, I replied. But I won't pretend I understand any of this. She nodded. Neither did I, when my bondmate was taken. Silence stretched between us. I don't want a husband chosen by fear, she added softly. But my people need stability. And my mother believes this is the only path. I met her gaze. If we do this, it won't be a lie. I won't treat it like a sentence. Something flickered in her eyes, surprise, perhaps, or hope. The ceremony was unlike anything human. Light replaced fire. Energy replaced rings. Our hands were joined as glowing sigils wrapped around our wrists, forming a bond that pulsed gently with warmth. I felt something. Not control. Not pain. Connection. The court watched in reverent silence as the bond sealed. Queen Veloria inclined her head. It is done. I was no longer a prisoner. I was a consort. Months passed. I learned Ashurari customs, their language, their history. I trained alongside their warriors, earning respect not through title, but through effort. Princess Lyrian, no, Lyrian, and I spoke often. About Earth. About loss. About rebuilding after war. The bond between us slowly changed. It stopped feeling like obligation. It became trust. Then, one night, the KONN returned. The skies burned as enemy ships descended. The palace shook under bombardment. I grabbed my armor, rushing to the battlements beside Lyrian. You don't have to fight, she said urgently. I'm a soldier, I replied. And this is my home now too. We fought side by side, human tactics mixed with alien precision. When the battle ended, the KONN fleet lay in ruins. The Ashurari had won. Queen Veloria approached us afterward, her expression unreadable. You have proven your worth beyond prophecy, she said to me. Not as a symbol, but as family. She turned to Lyrian. You are free from obligation now. If you wish to dissolve the bond, it shall be done. My heart clenched. Lyrian took my hand. No, she said firmly. I choose this bond. Freely. I exhaled, a weight lifting from my chest. I was once a prisoner awaiting execution. Now, I stood beneath alien stars not as a captive, but as a bridge between worlds. And for the first time since leaving Earth, I wasn't alone.